This Lion fan base, Coach, they have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions.
I'm trying to post the screen.
Alright, let me fire my weed up for this. Somebody about to be sad.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Trying to put blending on this youngster. Don't think that.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Get
On first down, Dickerson. And some room to work. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 69 yards on the ground. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
So easy.
A great effort there. Taking it in.
That's
and the Lions take it
Lion
right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
Play action. It's Elway. Looking left side, and it's complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt the defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third and 10. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the shotgun, Elway. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
One Jordan.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd down, Vick again. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
To throw is Elway. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Hella.
You get block me. You get block me. You get block me. You got take. You got take. You got take.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you, Pop.
On 2nd and 12, Vick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
What the fuck? What the? Look at that bullshit.
He's at the 40. The 20. 10.
That ain't no shit.
Detroit.
Couldn't
A
fucking
big
love.
play there. 78 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Wow.
Extra point good by Prater. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along.
Took too long.
Put the ball in the end zone and get
Too long.
6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
Took too long.
Play action. Elway. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Got fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Check, 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 check.
Looking to throw on second down. Vick. And this is incomplete.
Vick's pass, incomplete on the throwaway.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Vick goes play action. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And sprang the big guy, did.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Eluding the pressure right.
What the fuck?
He'll try and run it.
Come
and taking it across
Why did I
midfield
move him
and
that?
inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Dickerson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. He'll get this one to Galladay. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson, he's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, JJ.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Vick to throw.
Give me
This
that.
one
That's a big
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. From the shotgun, it's Vick.
Come here.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Supposed to get that
The
out.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. Vic.
Lurk God, nigga. Lurk God, nigga.
Julian Love picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Wahoo!
Elway. He's
What's
going
up,
to
Skip?
rifle one deep
What's
left
up,
side.
Skip?
He rifles one that's
That's
intercepted.
P.I., bro.
Picked off
That
at the
is
28.
P.I., bro. Oh, my God. That was P.I., bro. Oh, my God. You stopped before I even got there. You bumped my nigga. Hell, oh, my God.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal
Man,
unit.
y'all gotta
From
call
the
that.
right hash. This from 45 yards away.
They calling
And
that
this
the
one
sin
looks
movie,
good. It
bro.
is good.
That's
Right
P.I.
down the
like a
pipe.
motherfucker.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup.
they need to
As we'll
call
send you
that,
down to
man. You saw
Orlando,
that,
we
man.
check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Elway, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete.
Touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a
If
lot
he'd
of
have threw
zip
it
on
right, it
that
probably
one.
been
Needed
like
just
that.
a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go.
This nigga JJ running the old school YouTube cover 4 show 2 every play.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards for the Lions there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st down, Dickerson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Vick, he's going to air one out.
Give me that.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I should have said I was getting down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Here's Elway to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Elway to throw on 2nd. He dumps it off to Barkley. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This shit. Come on. Mad. That's a touchdown.
The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, no, 6, right there, 56. Hey, watch the slant, Look up. Bang, bang,
On 2nd and 12, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long for Vick. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 60 out,
On 2nd down, Elway. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man, their zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting it.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
What the?
And a throw there going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Yeah, get up there. I was right there.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it for them, because it's going to